Gospel to Barking Riverside. Drive this London Overground Suffragette line service from Gospel to Barking Riverside, or Goblin line, depending on what sort of naming convention you prefer. I understand both. I don't get the point in why TfL did it, because I think it was an unnecessary amount of money to spend, considering that nothing has actually changed. And yeah, I mean that's just my opinion, I suppose. Especially from TfL.
AWS and AWS operational.
Yeah, because TfL are in a fair bit of debt. So to put themselves into more debt by just renaming a few lines, sorry, it's a bit nuts. But yeah, Up Holloway, Crouch Hill, Harringay Green Lanes, South Tottenham, Black Horse Road, Walthamstow Queens Road, Leighton Midland Road, Leytonstone High Road, Wanstead Park, Woodgrange Park, Barking and Barking Riverside are our stops today. I mean, I didn't even need to check that, because, I mean, you're an Overground service, you're going to be doing all stops. That's not always been there. Well, the sign hasn't, anyway. Loco Stop Spot. Nice. You don't look happy to be working in here, pal. Oh, that's expensive. Well, there's another one over there. Right, let's get out of here. It's been a while since I've driven this, so let's get used to it. On AC power, of course, not DC power, so... Need to do the DC line again at some point. I mean, West Coast Main Line I haven't been on for a while, so... might actually be a reason to go back to it. Either that, or I'm hoping someday soon the Evero will go on sale. Or the Avero, sorry. No, it's Evero, isn't it? Evero? Avero? Right. Can probably go up to 20 now. There's the sign for 40. Wave to our colleague. Go up to 40. Oh, doing 39. Odd number. Oh no. Oh, go on, let's go up to 55. I'll try to anyway. There's a station just around this. We'll slow down. Hello, 66. J&A wagons. Should we get a picture? Oh, yeah. 710,261 for today's journey. Right, just sort of cruising down slowly. Slowing down. The station is just there and we don't want to skip through it. Yeah, busy line so far. I mean, Suffragette is always busy. 4 trains an hour in both directions. Okay, I forgot how poor the brakes were on this. I don't think they're that poor for these units in real life, but I don't know. Alright, we're about a minute early. So we'll go at 11:50. Yeah, we should be finishing the service in about 40 minutes. So they are quite long services, these. They're about 40 minutes to 45, possibly even 50, depending on how late you are. That's a bit early. Oh well. There's another freight train here, bloody hell. I think this is a cargo line aggregates one. We'll just keep it at 30, there's no point doing anything more than 30. Hello. Yeah, nice. VTG HOAs. Oh dear, the 30 sign has come down. Oh dear. It's the little things, sometimes. Right, this is Crouch Hill up here. Feels like we're going really slow. I reckon this could be at least 50. Alright, come on. I don't know, maybe it's because of the houses. Maybe they don't want the trains making so much noise around the houses. Yeah, it just seems a little silly to me. Well, who knows, maybe the rails are a little bit knackered. Secure. Release. Oh wow, we got a fair bit of time here. That's nice. Has this shed always been here? I feel like they do subtly change things without telling. Right. I'd argue that's a bang on stop there. We've got about 30 more seconds sat here. That's the doors auto closing, or self closing. So all we have to do is press lock. It'd be cool if after they closed, someone opened them again. Because when you press release doors on most trains, it shouldn't open the doors, it should just release them, which is, you know, exactly what it says. It should mean that the person standing at the door, on the outside or the inside, can open the door if they want to, but the door won't open by itself. Or maybe it does on the Overground, I don't know. But like, for example, the 700, when you press door release on that, the doors aren't going to open automatically. You have to open the door yourself by pressing the button. So yeah, I've always found that weird, how they've allowed the doors to self-close, but not like, you know, not like randomly open. They're randomly closed, but they won't randomly open, like all the doors will open. Bizarre. There's a neutral section if you're going round to the left. There's the East Coast main line. Anything on there? Not at the moment. I believe because I'm on the Xbox Series S that you don't actually see the Azumas. You will see the Thameslink stuff, just not the Azumas. Let's just put a little bit of brake in. Just because it keeps wanting to go to like 31. don't think any of this functions, does it? No. Alright, there we go, off we go. Next stop, South Tottenham. Which I don't think is anywhere near Tottenham, right? Again, we'll keep a little bit of brake in just to stop us from speeding down the hill. Just because that wouldn't be ideal. We should get slightly told off for that. Hang on a minute, is that 2 black neutral section signs? I saw there was one just down there. And this one's black as well. Dunno, Jeff. I don't know, has there? Red card. That's 3 neutral section black signs I've seen now. Well, what's it reminding us of? Do you know what I mean? Right, there's a 20 limit as we come into the station. Platform here is very short. I mean, it doesn't look like the station's actually been here that long. Looks fairly new. Okay, please don't overshoot, because, well, we can't quite be doing that. A fairly decent bit of time here. Oh, that back door's probably a little unsafe to be used. So let's close it. The buttons work. Oh my god, the buttons work. It's awesome. The colours work as well. That's sick. Pretty sure in here it tells you about how the tube service is doing as well. Or the service on other London lines. Gospel Oak? You're a bit far, love. Train's having a nightmare. Hey? Oh, there we go. Must have still been closing or something. Right, it goes up to 20, then 40. No, it goes from 20 up to 40, up to 45, then back down to 20. 20. Neutral sections aren't functional, so we just ignore it. Okay, I mean, they did cut power out. So maybe they are functional, but then that was well after the neutral section, so I don't know. It's quite savage to put one off the exit of the station, don't you think? Is this where the 20 limit applies? No. Be the bridge after this. Yeah, it'll be the bridge after this. Then that's sort of the halfway point of the route. Yeah, there it is. There we go. As you do, just disturbing the whole of London. Let's actually do 20, so we've got a greater chance of speeding up by today. I reckon about there will do. Was that a 40 sign? No, 45. We'll go at 40 though, just because there's a station around here. These metro routes are probably the easiest to learn, because they're only about 15 miles of track. So there's not going to be too many speed limit changes. The metro routes are all fairly low speed anyway. We're actually running late now. Stupid speed limits. Let's give it full beans coming out of here. "45 miles an hour, off we go." Cross move. Next stop, Walthamstow Queens Road. That is a really nice route, is this? Oh, those track sounds. I wish you could open a window. I just wish you had an openable window. Right, there's the next station coming up. Put a tiny amount of coasting in. Now a tiny amount of braking in, I don't want quite that much. Now a little bit more. Now a little bit more. Yeah, that's nice. We're slowing well down. Rightio. Let's get out of it. Still running late, so still going to be aggressive with the power. Rightio, up we go. I like this non-ballasted track. Looks weird, but I wonder if it's got any, like, economical benefits. Not too for the workers there. Yeah, after this we can do a quick run on Blackpool branches. I believe the stop's just around this corner. Well, it's not far from just around this corner anyway. That's a bridge. I always mistake this station for this bridge because of how weirdly shaped it is. Like the curviness of it looks like a platform. Yeah. Alright, going along. This will be it here. Look how nice it is. Probably looks like that outside. Yeah, it's not far off that. Slowing down. There we go. Take care closing doors. Really? You're telling me the doors just don't stay open the whole time? People can be rather thick. 0.7 miles to Leytonstone High Road. But yeah, I'm glad we done it from Gospel Oak, because Gospel Oak is where all the slow speed limits are. And then this bit is where you go fast. Hey, there we go. Nice. What's next stop? We got Wanstead Park, Woodgrange Park, Barking, and Barking Riverside. It's only 17 minutes left. We're not actually that late. 1.1 miles to the next stop. That's probably the furthest distance between stops. Either that or Barking and Barking Riverside. doing that, keep going over the speed limit by like 1 mile an hour. Which I'm pretty sure would actually be fine IRL. Obviously if you keep doing it then there's a problem, but as long as you rectify it quickly, I've heard that going over the speed limit isn't that big of a deal. Like going, if you're in your car and you're driving down the 30 road, you go 31 but you correct it quickly, then that's no big deal. Or if you're just an idiot and you do 50 or 60 no matter what sort of road you're on. Some nice places to live around there. Is Wanstead Park the one that just creeps out on you? I reckon it is. I reckon it's round here. Yeah, it is. It's the one that just sort of hides round the corner. I don't think using full brake is something you would do. I suppose on a metro route actually it might be something you do. But yeah, you're not supposed to on things like express trains and stuff. But on metro routes it might not actually be too bad.
Or removed without warning.
Oh dear. Clamp cars. It's not what you want to see. We're back on time. What was the speed limit that whole time if there's a speed for... Oh, it goes down to 40 then up to 45. Gotcha. There we go. Bit of smoother acceleration for our passengers. Yeah, it goes down to 40, up to 45, then down to 30, so might as well just stick at 40. Right, down here it goes to 30, I believe. Yep, just by the station. Ah, never mind, it goes down to 30 there. Oh, it goes up to 45 here. Helpful. Down the hill we go. A lot of freight comes by around here to get onto the Great Eastern Main Line. Likes of Felixstowe, etc. Right, and to the stop. Neutral and doors open on the left hand side. We're here about a minute and 20 seconds early. And there is a stampede of people getting on our train. So it still reckons we're going Gospel Oak. 12:37. Oh, I like that these screens change as well. Train 2 parking, Riverside. Up to 45. Continuing on to Barking, then we have Barking Riverside. See, at least they got a warning, the other side, for the 30. I was given no warning at all. I know there's a 30 as you come into Barking. And it goes up to 60 the other side of Barking, which is a bit nuts. Where does... I think the 30 applies as you hit the platform. But I said that last time, so it probably happens about here-ish for all we know. No, it definitely don't happen, yeah. It's definitely, for this one, I'm confident it's before the platform. Yeah, there's a 45. There's also a 45. Hello, good day to you, my good sir. Or madam. Is that vigilance? I mean, we've been using the controls that much that vigilance hasn't gone off the entire time. That's a bit scary. I don't think the 30's applied yet, but we'll slow down for it. Yeah, 30 has now applied. Oh, what was that? Oh, just 2 bridge pillars. Yeah, I got scared then. I thought I was going to get some like emergency brake application. I was like, what? And I remembered, oh yeah, it's just vigilance, because that does actually exist on this train. Despite it feeling like it doesn't. Into neutral. Door release on the left. Gonna have to deregister the GSMR. Oh, the window does come down. Oh, I thought it just never did. Oh, okay. We've made that discovery a bit late, haven't we? So the speed goes up to 60 as we leave here. It's currently 45. Just 2, because why not? Up to 100% power. And now up to 60. And there's another 66. Good day to you. That's 3 we've seen this run. It's a vital freight route. It's like the M25 for freight. brake for the 40. It's 50 as you go over here, then it becomes 40, so we'll just slow down for the 40 anyway. It doesn't really matter if we're like 30 seconds late, it's their last stop. Yeah, it comes down to 50 there. It comes down to 40 a little bit later. I'm not sure if you'd toot at those workers, I'll be honest. Yeah, we'll do it. It looks like he's waved at me then. Yeah, and the time this route is set, Barking Riverside's only been open 2 years. At present date, it's now been open 4. Which is probably a bit nuts to think. Station that 2022 was 4 years ago for one. When does it become 40? Oh, it already is 40. There's another train, but I don't think that one does anything. And same with that one there. I think it does anything apart from sit there. We'll slow down to 25. Bring it down to 20. Bring it down to 15. Just be safe. There's no maybe about it. We're definitely going to have to toot for these workers. They're meant to wave at you just to acknowledge that they've seen you. And then you're meant to wave back to acknowledge that they've acknowledged that they've... Yeah. You're meant to wave back. Is it TPW? Why has it done that? I was doing 15. Alright, anyway. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do subscribe, like, and I shall see you all in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.